Welcome back to Multiversal Studios. Now in this video, we are going to be talking about the Dragon Ball dilemma, conundrum, issues, problems. This video will be discussing everything that is going wrong with Dragon Ball Z at the moment. And there's a lot of it, I'll be honest. The conundrum lies with the power scaling. Now, this wasn't really an issue back in the day when we were watching Dragon Ball, because everyone was a martial artist, so they were relying on skill and technique. You should have seen the old martial arts tournaments. They were amazing to watch because Goku versus Tien, Goku versus Krillin, they were using hand-to-hand combat, and when they weren't using that, they were using techniques like solar flare or the multiplication, or they were using techniques which were not OP or broken. They were just people fighting, and there was no big power-ups mid-fight. They had to win with skill. Now, Dragon Ball Z definitely took it to another level with the whole Super Saiyan dynamic, but even then, the power scaling wasn't too crazy. People like Tien still mattered and made a difference in combat. It's just when the power scaling goes so drastically high that it just literally overshadows every single person in the whole world. So characters, fan favorites like Krillin and Tien are no longer relevant, which makes it so sad to see because they were some of my favorite characters growing up. So you ask yourself, what's the solution to this problem? So at the end of the Buu saga, everyone, let's say Goku was Super Saiyan 3, Trunks and Goten were Super Saiyan 3 after they fusion, and I think that was the strongest person on Earth at that moment in time. And even Super Saiyan 3 was ridiculously powerful, but it was just as strong as Buu, so it was fine. I think what happened is, after Dragon Ball Super was created, the writers kind of backed themselves into their own corner, you see, because they introduced characters like Beerus and Whis and Zeno, and opened up the whole universe to different, well, obviously our universe is universe 7, and there's another 12, or should I say 18 universes that exist. So basically that means they had to introduce characters which were drastically, and when I say drastically, I mean drastically way more powerful than Goku was at Super Saiyan 3. I mean, that was displayed in the first 2 minutes of the movie when he fought against Beerus and got absolutely bodied. But that changes things because the dynamic is no longer the same. If Super Saiyan 3 is irrelevant, that means everything up to Super Saiyan 3 is irrelevant, and it became like you have to be god level strength or you don't make a difference anymore, and skill just goes out the window. I know it kind of did already when it came to Buu, but even more so, like just the ants against gods. So whilst Goku and Vegeta train with Whis and become gods, other characters can't do the same thing anymore, so it's almost like Goku and Vegeta are the main stars, and that's it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they did try and incorporate all the characters in. That's why they had the Tournament of Power, where it was like Goku had to create a team of 10, so characters like Roshi and Tien came back, but did they really make a difference though? Let's be honest, at the end of the day, it was Goku and Frieza and Android 17 and Vegeta against Jiren, while the rest of the characters just dropped like flies. But I do admire them for trying, because when it was Gohan versus Krillin, and Krillin did the solar flare times 100, I mean, that was awesome to see. It was good to see that characters like them were using old tactics or even new tactics and still competing with godlike characters. It was good to see. But then we saw the fight between Krillin and Goku, and Krillin was doing the same thing against Goku, and it was succeeding at first. However, as soon as Goku upped the level and went to Super Saiyan God Blue, there was literally nothing he could do. I mean, even Android 18 was saying the same thing. She was saying that after Goku turned into a god, Krillin's skills and techniques didn't matter anymore. He could use Destructo Disc, he could use... It didn't matter. It was just the power scaling was so overwhelmingly high that at that point it just overwhelms everything. And you know what? They happened to Goku as well against Jiren. Goku was using techniques like the power mines against Jiren, and even used the same destructo disc tactic against Jiren. But at the end of the day, Jiren's overwhelming power just defeated Goku, and Goku had to match that strength with Ultra Instinct, or he would have lost. I mean, I would have liked it if Goku won by using skill and techniques like back in the day, and make it full circle, like how they tried to do with all the old characters. But we've gotten to a point where that's no longer an option, and it's just gonna get worse and worse. So let's talk about the solution. You know, I think there aren't many optimum solutions out there, and the solution they've gone for, which I think is terrible, and I don't blame them because there aren't many options, and they've written themselves into a corner here. Where the option they've gone for is drastically increasing everyone's strength without any hard work or effort. I mean, look at the Saiyans in Universe 6. I mean, what's going on? Tingly feeling in the back, and now they can go from base form to Super Saiyan, which was a big thing. It was a huge thing for us back in the day. And then even turning into Super Saiyan 2, which Gohan had to push past lots of stuff, mental barriers to get to defeat Cell, and they achieved it in a matter of what, a few minutes with Goku. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous, but that's their solution. I mean, they've given Universe 6 Saiyans way more potential to transform into higher Super Saiyans. Like, she was aiming for Super Saiyan 3 in the Tournament of Power, and that's their way of saying, since we can't write our way into Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan Gods, we're just going to give them the potential and make that problem go away, which is great, but it's not really interesting to watch. You know, it's not. I mean, it's not just me. I'm assuming we like to see characters work for their transformations and make it there, and seeing people just getting pushed to the next level in order for it to work with the storyline. I mean, it's just kind of, you know, unsatisfying, I think. I think Frieza's another one. Don't get me wrong, Frieza's never trained in his life. He trains for, I don't know, a few months. I think it was 4 months to get to Golden Frieza, and then catches up to Super Saiyan God. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool. I mean, Frieza's never trained his whole life. He just uses base power to take over the whole universe. And fair enough. I mean, then he trains and becomes as powerful as a Super Saiyan God after training 4 months. You know, like, I get it, but I just I mean, what's going on here? You know, he just skipped how many levels, how many transformations? I mean, if Frieza had that much potential, I mean, you know, it's hard to argue against, because it makes sense, but it's clearly a scummy writing move to get Frieza onto Goku's level, because it's not as much fun if Frieza's still way below Goku. He has to be on the same level, or it's not as interesting, right? I mean, they made him stronger than Goku, so I mean, they definitely just pushed the boat out with that one. Yeah, no, I mean, Gohan's another example of just leveling up to higher and higher forms just to catch up. I mean, he's been studying in the library for 10 years or something, and now he's past Goku possibly with his new Gohan Beast form. You know, I mean, it's just I don't know where Dragonballz is going at the moment, you know, and I feel like the solution to evolve everyone to catch up to Goku and Vegeta, I mean, they could take a different route. And hopefully they do. I mean, my solution would have been, if Goku and Vegeta are that powerful, why not make 2 different storylines? I mean, if you're gonna include the other characters like Gohan and Piccolo, instead of like leveling them up to the point of godship, why not give them their own storyline at their own power level and let them grow and see them grow gradually, instead of giving them one enemy, which was another Cell another fake cell that got created, and just see them reach God form in that one story arc instead of letting them gradually build up, you know, like. And why even build up to that form? I mean, Gohan doesn't even want to fight at that god level form. He's just thrown enemies now, you know, like yeah. But basically, my point is, they could have done it a better way, you know. They could have done it a better way to make it seem more believable and more satisfying to watch. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys agree, or am I just going crazy? And also, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.